Okay, hello guys, my name is Ricky Putra Yuliandani and I will present the project of vocabulary building. In part 1, I'm gonna explain about collective nouns and suffix marking gender. So, collective nouns. Theory, notional agreement, synthesis. Agreement is determined by the notion or mental concept of the speaker, rather than strict grammatical form. A collective noun can trigger singular or plural agreement based on whether the entity is viewed as a unit or as individual. Journal reference Corbett G. 2000, number Cambridge University Press. Is where explored how the agreement hierarchy defines the competition between synthetic singular and semantic plural form. The example of collective nouns. 1. Team. A group of individuals playing or working together. 2. Jury. A body of people sworn to give a verdict in a legal case. 3. Flock. A number of birds or sheep feeding or resting together. 4. Committee. A group of people appointed for a specific function. 5. Family. A group of people related by blood or marriage. Analysis and explanation. Synthetic unity. When the group acts as a single cohesive unit, the verb is singular. Example, the team has won the game. Semantic plurality. When focus is on individual members, plural agreement often occurs, common in British English. Example, the committee are divided in opinion. As identified in the Journal of Linguistics, this noun represents a mismatch where semantic plural can override morphological singular marking. Two, suffix marking gender. Theory, morphological markedness. In linguistic morphology, the masculine form is often the unmarked or base form. The feminine form is marked through suffixation, the addition of a bound morpheme to the end of the root word. Journal Reference Linguistic Inquiry, MIT Press. Theoretical research on markedness suggests on that specific affixes are added to a gender-neutral or masculine root to constrain its semantic reference. So the example of suffix marking gender. The suffix S. Example, actress. Best word is actor. In. Example, heroine. Best word is hero. X. Executrix. Best word is executor. It. Example, user. Best word is user. Suffix A. Example, sultana. Best word is sultan. So, explanation of suffix marking gender. Suffix marking gender serve a semantic specifying function in derivational morphology. Referential change. The suffix explicitly change the word's reference to match a biological female sex. Morphological structure. These suffixes are bound morphemes that cannot stand alone and must be attached to a root. Diachronic shift. Sociolinguistic journals note that many marked forms, like managers, are falling out of use in favor of neutral base forms. So the conclusion: collective nouns and suffix marking gender highlight the dynamic relationship between word structure and speaker intent, governed by theories of notional agreement and morphological markedness. So that's for the part 1. So in part 2, I will explain about the case study. So, intransitive phrasal verbs. The meeting ran on for more than 2 hours. Several students dropped out during the research project. The plane took off earlier than expected. He woke up before sunrise. The crowd slowly calmed down. So, vocabulary building analysis. Theoretical support. Intransitive phrasal verbs support vocabulary building by functioning as single lexical chunks. Learners acquire this as unified semantic units rather than separate words. L. Too difficult. Second language learner often struggle with semantic opacity, where the meaning of the whole verbs cannot be guessed from its individual parts. So empirical evidence is Dagood and Laufer, 1985. Research showed that L2 learners often avoid phrasal verbs, favoring one-word synonym like depart instead of take off. Avoidance phenomenon. This suggests that the structural complexity of phrasal verb creates a significant cognitive barrier for learners. So in case study 2, gender formation with suffix. Base word, actor, waiter, host. Suffix applied as resulting noun like actress, waiters, hostess. Base word prince, suffix applied as resulting noun like princess. Base word hero, suffix applied ine, resulting noun heroine. Morphology and gender marking process. This is a derivational process where a suffix changes the semantic gender of the base noun. It marks the word as specifically feminine. Research Insight, Hellinger, 2011, discuss how gender marking in English is increasingly seen as marked versus unmarked, with a trend toward neutral terms, like using actor for everyone. A collective noun analysis. Case study 3. The committee has approved the proposal. The jury was divided in its decision. A swarm of insects covered the field. The staff are attending a workshop today. So subject-verb agreement, vocabulary function. Collective noun function as a holistic unit representing a plurality of individuals acting as one entity. Concord types. Grammatical concord singular treats the group as one unit, while notional concord plural focus on the individual members. Research evidence. Garbage 2006 proposed the agreement hierarchy explained why verbs can shift between singular and plural based on semantic distinction. Levine 2001 empirical research showed that British English used plural agreement national concord much more frequently than American English. So that's for my presentation. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, and I'm sorry for the mistake what I made while I'm presentation, and I hope it's help you guys or anything else. Yeah, and I will end this presentation. My name is Ricky Putra Yuliandani. See you.